additional fields within your response in this selection here as well. Okay, I'm going to go to, let's get rid of that one. I'm going to go to another one, another query here. In this case, I'm going to do this one right here. So I'm going to ask dBot to pull up all the donors who've contributed $100, at least $100 since 2019, and I want to show all of their contributions. And we'll submit that request. And I'll show you why I've asked specifically to show all of their contributions. So there we go. Came back with 330 entries, and you'll see that, for instance, Alan Stanley here has a couple of entries. Gabriel Paul has a couple of entries, and that's because I asked it to come back with all of the contributions for these people over time, because I want to do something else with these records. So this is a way you can compile a list of not just individuals, but all of their activities within the data bank, in this case, looking at donation histories. So now that I've got this list, I'm going to click on data analysis, and I'm just going to do this real quickly because we've got another training that goes more depth on data query and data analysis that I'd encourage you to take a look at. I think there's one scheduled for later this month as well, because this can be really powerful for you to use. So for instance, what can I do now with this list of donors who've contributed at least $100 since 2019 and all of their donations? Well, one of the things you can do is, let's say I want a projection of how much are these donors going to contribute to my organization this year. We'll send that off to do some data analysis and see what comes back. Tell you, when I first started doing this, when I first started using the data analysis in the data bank, as someone who's been doing working with nonprofits and fundraising activities for a long time, it just kind of blew me away. Its ability to create the type of analysis and reports that you're looking for. You can use this to create fundraising reports or communication reports, really any type of thing that you might be doing right now to do some analysis and reporting on data in your data bank. Try doing it within dBot and see what kind of results you're coming back. Now, responses in this type of work is going to, this type of requests is going to take a little longer because it's doing a lot of steps, and it's going to come back. It'll show us exactly what steps dBot's going to do with the data here in this demonstration database. Eventually. Okay, there we go. So this you know, again, I don't know what kind of work you're doing in your data bank, but this stuff just blows my mind, honestly, what these bots have the power to do. So this is going to show you exactly what dBot did in order to do this analysis. It first identified what information you're looking at. It provides some key insights from that initial data, right? So how is it going to create the type of analysis that you've requested? Tells you what exactly it did then to create the analysis that came back from you. And then what are the next steps that you can proceed with? We've got this chart here that shows monthly donation trends over the last 4 years based on the information that was submitted. And then some insights from those trends for the last 4 or 5 years. And then it goes into the projections. And so here's a month-by-month projection of what you could expect from these donors over this coming year. And then it provides a bar chart that shows those projections on a bar chart. And then finally, it gives you some conclusions and some takeaway information for this. I tell you, you know, I've done reports like this, a lot of them over the years, and you know, they take me hours to pull this kind of information together, where we saw dBot do this in a matter of a minute. Yes, thank you. That is so amazing, isn't it? It really is. Now, caution, disclaimer, make sure you read through this and understand what it's doing. Don't just, take what it gives you and send it off to your board and say, here you go. Um, because, there are these AI bots can have some errors and they can bring some kind of goofy returns. So what I'm going to do here is I can now download this report. It's going to come down as a Word document. I'll open that. And then as the Word document, you can then, work with it locally on your computer. The charts and graphs will come down as inserted images within the Word document. It's just amazing what this is going to allow you to do.